We about done with this one. It's been a great experience. I'm happy and proud of what we did. Now it's on to the next one.
Wouldn't be here without all the setbacks, all the disappointments. I can't even count all the losses, man. Whole lot of perseverance, though. I think that's what makes us who we are.
Everything is going relatively smoothly.
Stand down.
I've been nervous, man. I ain't gonna lie, I've been nervous.
In case we never speak again, I vow every word be the realest shit I ever spoke. Yeah. Would you ride for it? You ain't living if it's nothing you won't die for. That's real. Yeah, I like that.
It's pretty good, huh? Stuff. Every project brings a unique set of challenges, and that one was we had pretty much a blank canvas in terms of creating a master suite and a 3-car garage. Baby steps. That's how I went from not knowing about real estate to eventually just finishing my second renovation project. I'm happy with the work we did with it, but today I want to take the time and talk about the baby steps that led to me being able to invest in remodel in the first place. My uncle told me he was investing in 2015. He told me he was getting into some apartment complexes, and at the time he was using his retirement money. He had worked for the telephone company for a long time. He had the money and the means to be able to invest. In my 20s, I didn't have the money to do it. So I spent the next 5 years just listening to podcasts about real estate investing, just reinforcing and trying to find a way to do it. In 2020, I decided to go work for a brokerage that sells fixer-uppers and works for investors. When I went to the interview, I knew it was the right place for me because the manager had like 8 rental properties. So I knew this was a dude that I can come under his wing and learn the game. The owners of the company as well were millionaires. So I knew like, all right, this is gonna be a good move. For 4 years at that brokerage, I learned the language, I learned the lingo, I learned how to talk to realtors, I learned how to find properties. And most importantly, I met my mentor, Jamil, who would eventually be the person who would coach me through the remodel process. Remodeling is really not something you can do from a course. It's very specific to the city you live in. So it's really something that you have to learn hands-on. Some checking on your project every single day and having somebody who really know what's going on. Now that we finished this project, and this was my second one, so I was able to do this one pretty much on my own. What's so cool about this process and this journey is the baby steps that it took for me to get here. If I never would have got that seed planted that I wanted to do real estate, but I still took some chances. I still tried to buy a house in 2017. And when that fell through, my friend Amador suggested that brokerage. And then if I never went to that brokerage and worked hard and earned the respect of that mentor, he never would have been able to coach me through that. So many times we want to do stuff that's so far from where we are today. We have big goals, and those goals take time. It takes money and it takes resources. And who we are when we set those goals, we're not able to accomplish that. But what we really need to do is, instead of worrying about getting from A to Z, we need to worry about getting from A to F and figuring out, how do I just get closer to my goal? And then by getting closer, let me work that stage as best as I can. And then after I get done with this stage, I'm gonna get to the next one. What this does is at every stage, you learn more skills, you meet more people, you learn the languages, and you learn to become more valuable in that stage. And then you take those skills and you take that to the next stage. So 10 years ago, I didn't know anything about real estate. And now I'm running full remodel projects, which is cool because there was not a big step to get to that. What really I did was I just broke that shit down because I didn't have nobody to put me in the door. I just got a little closer to my goal, and then I worked it, and then I kept doing that until eventually, when the opportunity presents itself, I was able to do real estate investing on my own. And now it's up now because now I'm to the point where, you know, I can get in. I want to get into development, and I want to start building houses and subdivisions and stuff like that. And if you can build one house, you can build 50 houses. It's really the same. And if you remodel one house, really you start to see that really it's all the same stuff in the houses. You just put, if you're doing a higher end house, you just put nicer shit in there. You know what I mean? You just raise the ceilings and do all kind of stuff that is considered high end, but it's all the same stuff. Baby steps. Figure out how you can get closer, proximity, how you can get closer to where you want, and then go do that. Because if you at the bottom of the mountain waiting for somebody to come down and get you to take you to the top, that shit's never gonna happen. All right, y'all know what it is. Chris Haywood with Create or Die. Peace.